If you received a letter from Ardent Credit Services Debt Recovery claiming you owe money, it's essential that you don't ignore it, as further enforcement action may be taken. Today, I'll cover everything you need to know about Ardent Credit Services and the steps you should take if you receive a debt collection letter from them. First, let's talk about who are Ardent Credit Services. They're a credit management and debt recovery agency dealing with consumer and commercial debt recovery on behalf of various clients. They also have a separate division for debt recovery called Debt and Revenue Services, which means you may see this name in your letter, but it's still the same company. Now you may be wondering, are Ardent Credit Services legitimate? They are. They're a legitimate company and a registered member of the Credit Services Association. Nevertheless, if you receive a letter claiming you owe debt, it's crucial to conduct your own due diligence before making any payments. If you have any doubts or concerns, contact Ardent Credit Services directly and ask them to provide evidence of your debt. So why are you receiving letters from Ardent Credit Services? They'll be attempting to recover an outstanding debt that you owe, which could be a missed payment on a credit card, a loan, or an unpaid bill, or even something online like eBay. One of the most well-known companies that employ Ardent Credit Services is Vodafone, so it may be an unpaid phone bill that they're chasing you for. If you choose to ignore letters or calls from the debt recovery agency, they may send agents to your home. And if this still goes unanswered, they may take your case to court to recover the funds you owe. Therefore, it's always best to make contact and get the matter sorted. Now you may be wondering, how do I stop Ardent Credit Services from contacting me? Well, you can't stop them from contacting you completely, as they have the right to contact you to chase the money that you owe. However, they can't harass you or call you at unsociable hours. They're also not allowed to pressure you into paying the debt if you're struggling financially. If they do visit your home, they have no right to enter your home without an invitation and have to leave when you ask them. Although you can't stop them from contacting you altogether, you can contact Ardent Credit Services and express your contact preferences. Once these have been given, they must not contact you in any other way. Lastly, let's talk about what legal action Ardent Credit Services can take against you. Like most debt recovery companies, they will do all they can to recover the debt by sending you letters or calling you or coming to your home. However, if the debt owed is substantial, they may take you to court to recover the amount you owe. So should you pay Ardent Credit Services debt recovery if you receive a letter from them? It depends on whether or not the debt is legitimate. If you owe the money genuinely, legitimately, you should make arrangements to pay it off as soon as possible to avoid further enforcement action. Remember, ignoring the letters or calls will not make the debt go away, and it may result in further enforcement action being taken against you. If you're struggling with debt, then there are a number of debt solutions available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.